everybody. Happy FNL. I have enjoyed looking at the banter between everybody, all of my early birds, and I'll give you a shout out for that in a minute. But I am going to share this right now because Richard, he says never a dull moment in the life of these two beautiful ladies, and then he put a red heart, and it comes out, I don't know why on this software, it doesn't show the actual graphic, it types the words, but you know, that is actually very true about it, but never a dull moment. And thank you for the wonderful compliment, Richard. That was quite nice. And so my early birds, as of 5 minutes till showtime tonight, were massaged by Arnold, LZR Freedom, which is Linda, Zeus, and Raycon. Oh, God, I thought I was going to get the name of her rig right. Cherie Torres, BJ Schooler, Mimi's Amazing Creations, Richard Albert, my cousin Cindy and Mike Glester, Robin Mallory from New Orleans, and BRZL66. I'm wondering if that's Brazil 66, what that might stand for. But anyway, thank you, early birds. That's always awesome to see you guys on here waiting and ready for FNL. I've been scrambling today to get ready for you guys, and I am currently in Jana's, Frugal RV Gal's, tiny home casita on her lot because I've been going back and forth taking care of her, and was at her place this afternoon on my computer setting up the FNL and everything. And I'm going to tell y'all all about my casita and why I'm not in it, and blah, all of that on as we move forward. So y'all bear with me on that. I see that I have my wonderful moderators. Let me give them a shout out. Cheryl Pup Camper 58. She is actually going to be on travel status early in the morning and is spending the evening with her family saying goodbye. And so we all understand that and wish her well and happy and safe travels. She has been with her mama for a good while now, her 98-year-old beautiful mama. And so we wish her, Cheryl, safe travels. Vicki Van Gogh, I just saw, is on here tonight. So thank you, Vicki. And then, of course, Jana, Frugal RV Gal, is moderating, but she is in her rig, in her bed, which she is getting very tired of, trust me. But that's what it is for right now. Let's see, I see a lot of people on here that I haven't seen before, and so I welcome all of the newcomers. And Travels with Dottie is on from Eagle Nest, New Mexico. Good to see you on here, Rob. And I want to welcome my new YouTube channel member. I've got a new YouTube channel member, David Berg. He's also known as Rocky Five Pair here on YouTube. So welcome to him. And new Coco Fam members. And by the way, Rocky Five Pair has been with me for a long time on YouTube, but he or she also joined as a member on the Coco Fam patrons. And then another Coco Fam patron that's new is Beth Weber. And so I want to say hello and thank you to all of you guys, for all of my wonderful viewers, and for my channel members and for my patrons. I'm very, very blessed. Oh, and I want to remind my Coco Fam members that tomorrow, July 12th, Saturday, we have a Zoom call, and so I will remind you and put that link up tomorrow, so you guys be watching for that. And you all can join Coco Fam as a patron for as little as $1 a month, so don't forget that. And let's see, let me move on from that. I had thanked everyone a couple of weeks ago for the super chat tips, and I want to thank you all again. And a couple of new ones, Kate Kramer and Life is Short, Make It Sweet. Thank you all. You guys have made it possible for me to do what I do. I couldn't do it otherwise, and I mean that wholeheartedly and sincerely. I think out of my Social Security check, we just got through doing budget yesterday, and everybody that lives on Social Security can identify with this, that we just got through doing my budget yesterday, and I would have been able to transfer $157 for living expenses this month. That's everything: gas, gasoline, food, after all my bills are paid, the incidentals like that. And so I work right now 4 part-time jobs. I work 2 days a week in an RV park office here, and I do YouTube creations, and I love you guys, and I do Coco Fam patrons and try to take good care of y'all and give y'all content that is worth $1 a month or whatever you have chosen to contribute for what you get. And then I also am an author. So the author should probably be a full-time job, but I need the other income. So I have 4 part-time jobs right now, and I just want to thank all of y'all for everything. Y'all lift me up in more ways than you know, not even just for the super chat tips and the ways that you lift me up that way. And thank you for being here, and especially my FNL crew that's here every week. Thank you so much. Let's see. Just As Crowders is in from Canada. And my dear friend Connie that y'all have met on videos is in Laramie, Wyoming. Oh no, had a severe hailstorm. Be safe. And there is my dear friend Pearl Pugh. Pearl, I can't believe I haven't been back to Texas for us to get to see each other in a while. I was just thinking about you the other day and missing you and wishing I could see you. So thank you for being on here tonight. Cardi's Adventures, always good to see you. And so many that I'm going to come back and say hello to in a minute. Let me keep going because I got a lot of content for you tonight, as you could probably tell from the title. Let's see. That was the super chat tips. I want to also give a special thanks to the following people. My cousins, Cindy and Mike McLester. If you have been watching my videos, you know that they helped me with to get the electricity and the labor install of the HVAC system of my mini split. Otherwise, I wouldn't even stand a chance this summer, and I wouldn't have that luxury. I met with a contractor today, and that's going to be an ongoing thing. And to finish up, and I'll tell y'all more about that in a little bit. Vonda Temple, so grateful to you. Richard B. and Kathy Decree, all of which have put me over the top on being able to sleep at night, and thank y'all very much. I want to share with y'all a picture Vonda sent me of her dogs. That is Rosie on the left, and Hope, Rosie's 4 years old. Hope on the right is 11 years old, I believe she told me, or maybe 14. Let me look. Yeah, 14. Rosie is 14 years old. And she said that they were dressed in their ugly Christmas sweaters that she crocheted for them. And I just loved that picture and asked her if I could share it, and she said yes. So thank you, Vonda, for all your support, and thank you for sharing the pictures of Rosie and Hope with us. And I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I want to again thank my latest book winners, Rhonda Kay and Kate Kramer. I am going to email both of you your tracking numbers tomorrow. And I always tell people I probably shouldn't do fulfillment because it's my weakest point in all of my business aspects that I have to do, and the people that were in my are in my WOW workshops, you're learning that just because you write a book doesn't mean that your work is over, and there is so much before, during, and after. And so there's just a lot of steps to everything, including creating videos and maintaining a YouTube channel. And my weakest point in all of that I do is fulfillment. But I want to be able to give my books away, and I want to sign them, and I want to mail them. But obviously, 2 weeks out and not having gotten that to them yet, it's a weak point for me. So I will catch up on comments in just a minute. I'm going to say that I'm going to show y'all a flashback picture. Hold on, I've got to go get it. It's down here. This picture, and you'll see it again at the end of the live stream, so y'all bear with me and I'll tell you more about it. But that picture was taken 4 years ago, July 5th. So that is my flashback picture for the moment. Can y'all see Sammy doing a photo bomb in that picture. I just absolutely love it. So that picture was taken 4 years ago on July 5th. So it's really almost 4 years to the date. And I'm going to come back to that in a moment. And so speaking of July, let's talk a little bit about July. Of course, we had July 4th, and if y'all have been watching my videos, you know that we were able to go camping at the first of the month. First time I've been out in nature in a long time. And I'm just going to share some important special dates, the ones that I know. And I encourage you while I'm doing this to be putting yours down in the chat of any special dates you have this month. And on Vonda's dogs, Rob says one of them looks like Dottie. I know, right? And Bonnie says that she's on page 57 of Dominion and loving it. That makes me so happy. Thank you. The next book, I almost do that every week, is give away the title, and I'm not going to do that because I'll do a title release. But I'm working on the next book. That's probably not a correct term for 45 minutes of drafting something, but I worked on it a little bit today, and I'm starting to feel better about the next book in the McLean County series. So I'm glad you're enjoying the Dominion. And you guys, looky here, there's my sister. Hi, Cherie, I love you. I wish I had a picture of me and Cherie I could put up, but I didn't grab it ahead of time, but I sure wish I had. And hi, Charlie and Diane. Thank you so much. And so let me go back to where I was. I wish, you know what I should do? Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to take a screenshot of let me see if I can do this. Take a screenshot of, let's see, I don't want that. Take a screenshot of my screen and show y'all what my software looks like, because it is a lot of moving parts, but it allows me so much flexibility. I really love it. And so let's see. Well, I'm looking down, but y'all can see it looks like a cockpit. I've got the comments over here. I've got my special effects that I can do over here. I've got some things that help me out here. I've got what I'm going to show you here that I can toggle off and on, what my screens are showing, and then of course my screen of what y'all are seeing. And so it's a lot to track, and I have to bounce back and forth, but I love it, and it challenges me, and it allows me to share more with you guys, and so I really love it. But sometimes I probably am more scattered than usual, but thank y'all for bearing with me on that. So let's talk a little bit about July. That's where we are on that. And so July 4th, of course, but July 12th would be my birth father's 99th birthday, and my stepbrother Cherie's brother Johnny, it's his birthday too. And I didn't get this on here, but the 15th is her late husband's birthday. And so her stepbrother Johnny, my stepbrother Johnny, see if y'all can follow this. His birthday is the 12th. Mine's the 14th, and her late husband's was the 15th. And so we would celebrate sometimes on the 13th to get all three of us in there. So whenever I talk about Johnny and the 12th being his birthday, I have to think about that. Let me show y'all this. This is a picture of my birth father. I love that picture of him, and happy heavenly birthday, Dad. And then so we have that. We have on the 17th, we lost Miss Beverly, Cindy's mom, and so I wanted to honor her tonight as we're talking about July, because this is the first live stream I've done in July, and I skipped over on the 14th my birthday twin. That's what she calls herself. It's her birthday as well. Teresia, off the hook for you. And my late cousin, it's like these are a lot of heavenly birthdays, but I want to honor them this month because I've been very nostalgic, and I've had so much going on, and I've been so blessed that I just wanted to give a shout out to these wonderful, beautiful beings. My cousin Gloria Jean Taylor, we were always so very close. And I'm going to tell y'all a story about that, but let me go on and take these off the screen. And the 27th, LZR Freedom that is on here, it was her late husband's birthday, and it's her dog Zeus's honorary birthday. So there you go. Those are the things that I know of in July, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my cousin on my mother's side, my cousins Mike and Cindy that are on here on my father's side that I just showed you the picture of. So my cousin Gloria Jean, I just want to share, and I thought, why am I sharing this? And I really don't know, but I'm going to. And so I'm going to share it, and then I think I can go to comments. We'll see. But we were so close growing up, and even into adulthood. And Gloria Jean was the only person for a long time in my life that could look at my eyes, that could hear my voice, even on the phone. And she often would call me, and she would know something was wrong. And she was with me through my brain injury, my brain surgery, and we were just always really, really close. And I am embarrassed to admit this, but the pandemic came, and I needed a place to get off the road. And I called her, and out of fear, she and her husband said no, I couldn't come there. And I said, I'll just stay in your driveway, and I won't interact. I won't come in your house. I just need a place to park. And out of fear, they still said no. And today I can honor that. And today I it doesn't matter what their reasons were to me, but I let that get to me, because I felt like they put my life at risk, and I didn't understand, and I don't need to understand. They said no. And so, but what happened was, at the end of 2020, she called me, actually texted me, and wanted to know if I would come see her, because the pandemic, the ban was lifted. And I said, no. I'm like, no, I'm not able to do that yet, Gloria. I'm sorry. And she goes, that's okay. I understand. She said, well, if you change your mind, come see me. And I said, maybe sometime in 2021. What Gloria Jean didn't tell me was that she was dying of cancer. And she didn't want to tell me, her own reasons. And I think I'm sharing that tonight because there's so much going on in this world. And I just want you to remember that love never fails, and that these wonderful people that are no longer with us that I just shared in these memories and for the month of July, love the ones you're with right now, and hold them gracefully and tenderly, and do whatever growth you need to do. I'm a mess. If you don't believe me, ask for a Galarfi gal. but I know my cousin Gloria Jean loved me, and she knows I loved her, do love her. And I know that we're okay soul to soul and heart to heart. But I would give anything to say, absolutely, I'll be right there. I'll come see you. Thank you for the invite. And, let's catch up, because it had been because of the pandemic. It had been over a year since I'd seen her, and I guess a year and a half, because I was due to see her that summer. And so I just encourage you, that old song, love the one you're with. I encourage you to do that, and be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and just know that you don't know what they might be dealing with. And oh my goodness, in the middle of all of that, I see that wonderful Dennis, Boondocking with Dennis, left me a super chat. And thank you, Dennis. Hearts and prayers and love to you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Robin Mallory says, my birth father was very handsome. Yes, he was, wasn't he? I'll come back to what I was going to say just now, Robin. But yes, he was. I think so. And I got his curly hair. There's a lot of pictures where my mother has curly hair, but she did perms, and my father's and mine's were natural. And I got his dark coloring. So I love that picture of him. I think it captures his essence and his handsomeness quite well. So thank you for recognizing that, Robin. And Boondocking with Dennis, thank you again. Let's see. Susan Jack says my dad's birthday is her youngest son's birthday too. You know what, Susan? I looked for, you left dates somewhere. I swear I saw that you left dates somewhere about your family, and I went back and I looked and I couldn't find it, and I'm so sorry because I wanted to honor you and put that up. So thank you for sharing that. All right, let me see where we're at on this, and then maybe I can catch up on comments for just a little bit. I think that was it before I jump into the topics for the rest of the topics for this evening. Let me see if I'm getting, did I close that? I may have closed my, I had it up on my phone, and because I wanted to follow where I was on the titles, but I closed it, so never mind. I got to get a drink. I talk a lot. Thank y'all for the 42 thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you're on here, please be sure to leave me thumbs up. It really does help. And let me just go through. We've got Vicki Schultz from Missouri. I'm sure I'm going to miss some, and I apologize in advance for that. I don't ever want to miss giving anyone a shout out anyone really, but I especially anyone that might be offended by it. But I can't, like I showed you, I got a lot of moving parts. And looky there, Vicki and I both. A thumbs up reminder. Thank you guys. Lori C, hi there. And let's see, Just Us. I think I already did that one. Just Us Crowders from Canada. And Jojo, hi there. Good to see you. And Suzanne, you are still in Denver. That is wonderful. Malibu, California. I love that. Thank you for being here. Hello, Patty Coretta. Good to see you. As always, Bonnie says, just got in, had to figure out her hot spot. Let's see. Bonnie, you're near Flagstaff. What's the weather like there right now? And hot spot Albuquerque. I will tell you, on the shade, on Frugal's covered porch, it showed 100 as I was walking in. Just a little bit hot. KE Vlogs from Wyoming. Hello. All you all is Texas plural of you all. No, y'all. Texas is y'all. Y apostrophe ALL. You always put the apostrophe, by the way. Here comes the teacher in me. You always put the apostrophe where you take the letters out. So you're taking the OU out of you all and making y'all. So the apostrophe goes after the Y. There's your English lesson from a former teacher for you tonight. Thank you, Jana. She was answering KE Vlogs about where to find my books. You can go to my website and you can find my author page on Amazon. I've got 10 books published. And I know Patty's talking about my software in my screen. She says, talk about multitasking. That's right. Oh my goodness, happy anniversary, Vaniversary to you, Connie, because I know that you travel in a tricked out van, a wonderful rig, and so happy Vaniversary. Thank you for sharing that. And Mimi says that July 12th is her husband's 50th. That is wonderful. And Cardie says her oldest child is July 4th, 39 years old. That's right. The fireworks are for her. That will work. I I just love that y'all are sharing all of that. Thank you. Hi, James Connell. Look forward to seeing you. And your birthday was the 7th. Happy belated birthday. You're so sweet, James. Oh my goodness. Linda, thank you so much for the super chat tip. And thank you so much that you guys make me smile. I have a lot that makes me smile, and I'm going to share about that here in a minute, but thank you. That means the world to me. And you guys, Untethered Nomad, Greg, I was looking at the fires around you and everything. I look at your stuff and I don't comment, and I'm one of those, and I'm like, I know what it means to creators to get comments, so I'm going to get better about that, but stay safe, and I'm glad that you're upwind, but stay safe. Surfing Dodo says that her husband is 717, and the temperature in here with the new AC, it's so funny because we keep it on 80 because we're not in here very much because Frugal has to stay in bed right now for the most part. She's able to get up now, but still has to be very, very careful. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. But so it's kept on 80. And I came in and I thought, oh, I'll crank it down 2 or 3 degrees for my live stream. And I did that for about 15 minutes. And I'm like, nope, I had to crank it back up. It's so nice. Love these mini splits. Hi, Sue. Good to see you. Well, Susan, I thought so. Dang it, I went and looked. I must have just overlooked it. But thank you, and feel free to share some more, please. Hi, Rebel. Good to see you. You're in Quartzsite? Oh my gosh, girl. You're already a tiny little thing. Now you're going to just melt away. You take care of yourself. Let's see, and I'm going to cover Patty, how Jana's doing in a moment, but yes, she is on here, so y'all can give her lots of shout outs. Yes, spray bottles and fans. Everybody laughs at me because I have so many fans, and I get that. It's ridiculous how many fans I own, but after living in a cargo van with no AC for 5 years, fans and spray bottles are your friends. That's true. And the trees. That's true. All right, let's move on. And thank you guys again. Let's move on to the first big topic, which is my tiny home casita writing nest. I think I put in the title because I couldn't write it all out because you only have so many spaces you can use. THC writing nest. I'm surprised somebody didn't comment on that. But and one of the people here in the park, one of our friends, he said, you're going to have to find a way to shorten that. And I'm like, how about THC writing nest? He goes, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, okay. But I thought it was funny. But let me give you an update on my THC writing nest, and then we'll do the updates on Frugy. And like I said, Jana is on here and listening, so y'all be sure and give her shout outs. But I got electricity, and there, y'all seen the videos, so I'm not gonna bore you with all the details on it, but I have electricity. And I tell you what, I got a bid that was almost, well, I don't even know what it would have been for brand new electricity in my shed that was nothing but bare walls, because the electric company that everybody, or the electrician that everybody uses out here, it's a big company, and they evidently put in the electrical poles and everything, so everybody knows them, and I get that. But my other shed had, or has, electrical in it. They just needed to do a junction box, activate the panel, and something else, and it was like $1,900. This company came in, and you can go watch the video and get more info, but this company came in and they had to do all the wiring in the shed, did a ceiling fan and light kit for me, an outdoor light, an outdoor GFI plug, ran it to the pole, put in a whip for the HVAC system, the mini split, and 6 outlets. And it was $500 less than what the other one was going to be. So I have no idea how much the other company would have bid on this shed. I didn't even give them a chance because they were just outrageous, even on just activating existing wiring. So I have electricity, and I'm so blessed. And again, it was a birthday gift from my cousins, and what I told them, like I've told y'all before, it's birthday, Christmas, Valentine's, and everything in between. And Cindy, my cousin, is telling Jana, continue prayers every day for you, and that thank you for that. And look at you guys giving Jana lots of shout outs. Thank you. Susan Jack says she's going to forget some because she has such a large family. And look at all of y'all giving Jana. I just love it, giving Jana shout outs. Thank y'all for that. So I have electricity. Big birthday. Where did it go? This scrolls on me, so I lose some. And insulation, I went and bought batting rolls of big rolls. If y'all have seen the video, you know it was big rolls. And Jana and I were in the process of putting that up. And we got 2 boards of the beadboard up, which is what the split air had to be installed on the inside. And then the compressor is on the outside. And that video will be coming up soon where you will see all of that. And let's see, and then kind of if y'all have watched, and I hope you have, and make sure you are subscribed to Frugal RV Gal's channel, then all hell broke loose, and we went to the emergency room because Frugal RV Gal, what happened on that? Oh, we have videos up on it. Mine will be up tomorrow, but Frugal already has videos up on it. She has one called Filing Workman's Comp and a Trip to the ER. And then she has a follow-up that says update on her leg injury. So you can go watch those immediately. And then I have one that goes up tomorrow that's called Panels Go Up, and Jana goes to the hospital. So you will be able to see those coming up. Or you can watch mine tomorrow. But we were we carried all of these heavy beadboard panels. I know that looks very thin and may not look that heavy, but trust me, that those panels 4x8, each one is heavy, and we had 10 of them stacked against the wall, and then we got 2 of them installed, which is what the inside, like I said, the inside AC unit goes on. And then 8 of those fell over on Jana, and we had to rush her to the hospital. And this is how she spends her days now. That's her in her bed. Sammy's laying on her lap, and Bandit is on the chair of her dinette on his little bed. And that's pretty much Jana's life for right now. And we change out her dressing, and we had to leave it on for 2 days. And there have been some complications with the dressing changes, but we're on it. It looks good. And Jana says thank you, everyone. And it looks good. But what happened? And it's my fault. And it's not that I'm blaming myself when I say that. Although I don't know how I'll ever forgive myself for her being so hurt on my watch and by me. But it's kind of like if you you just, even if you run a stop sign and you're just in a fender bender, and it's if you ran the stop sign, it's your fault. And there's no getting around this. This accident was my fault. It's okay. It is what it is. I get that no one's blaming me, especially Jana, Frugal RV Gal, and her loving heart. But it is my fault. So the 8 boards that were remaining were leaning up against the wall. We wanted to continue working on the insulation. Well, we had some half sheets of insulation behind the 8 boards that were stacked up, boom, 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 boom. And I just barely pulled them forward to reach behind and get the insulation. Shouldn't have been a problem. knucklehead me, I was on the end of the 4x8 panels. So I had 7 feet down there left of that paneling, and when I pulled it forward, the remainder of the 7 feet started coming forward, and from where I was, I couldn't stop it, and I tried to jump toward the middle, but the momentum was already too much. And in the meantime, Jana came from the opposite wall and tried to come help, and as she came up, I couldn't hold them, and it came down, hit her knee, and took the skin down to her boot, and her bone was exposed. It was bad. It was nasty. And that girl, these aren't, this that I'm sharing with you now isn't in the videos. That girl, all she did was immediately cup it with her gloves, and I ran to get a towel and come back and pack it and hold it, and it's like we just got to the van and took off. But all she said was, I think we need to go somewhere. Just as cool as a cucumber. We get to the hospital, and the ER nurse, the triage nurse, is checking her in and doing her vitals and everything, and says, wow, your blood pressure is really high. Is it normally high? And Jana's like, no, it's not normally that high. And she goes, what is your pain level? And Jana's like, well, it's about a 5. And she goes, okay. And then she starts taking the towel off, and you could see her, she kind of took a deep breath, held the towel for a minute, covers the towel back up, and just started yelling orders. She's like, I need a surgical stretcher in here, need to get her moved to room whatever, I don't even know what room we went to, call mobile x-ray, get them down here, tell the doctor, and I forget what else, and she looked at Jana and she's like, 5? Really? Your pain level's a 5? I mean, what a beast. And so then we get to the real ER room, and it was a surgical room. They had the lights and everything in case they needed to do surgery. And and the other nurse comes in to, I forget what for. Oh, IV. That was the other thing she yelled out, and get an IV started. Well, the other nurse came in to get an IV started, and this nurse started unwrapping it again. And that nurse went, oh my goodness. It's pretty bad when the ER nurses are wincing and reacting like that. And I'm sharing that. I hope I'm not grossing anybody out, but I'm sharing that because Jana is such a trooper, and she just never lost her cool, not once. She didn't like it too much when they started having to do procedures on the wound, but still never lost her cool. And yes, she's saying thankful for the van. I can't imagine if we had to unhook, because both of our rigs are engine run. We don't have trailers. We have the engines are basically hooked up to the septic and the water and the electricity. And if you camp and are an RVer, you know what I'm talking about. And we would have had to undo all of that, plus get anything ready inside, unless we just drove and broke everything inside, which I might have. But we had the van, and so we were able to drive her. I drove her van, and because it has a doghouse kind of area, she was able to prop her leg up on that. And so needless to say, work on my casita is at a standstill, and nothing else matters but that Jana gets well. And I see all of y'all's well wishes to her, and thank you for that, because I know she downplayed it on her channel, and out of respect and courtesy to her, my video tomorrow is fairly nominal, but it was brutal. and we go Monday. Jana says, grossing me out. She doesn't want to hear anything. She doesn't want to see anything. She won't look at it. She's a tough cookie, but not visual, and obviously not verbal either. She doesn't want me to tell her what the surgeon did. She doesn't want to know. She's like, stop it. So I am going to quit out of respect for Jana. But we go Monday, just so that every Jana's already done an update on her channel. Y'all go watch that video. But we go Monday to hopefully get the stitches out, and hopefully they will tell us that she does not need surgery. We don't know, but it looks good. It's healing well. And we are certainly doing everything we can to make sure that she recovers and doesn't have to have surgery. So that's that. And I told you that I met with a contractor today, and to see if I can at least finish up the insulation and the other 8 panels, and it looks like we're going to proceed with that next week. He will come back on Tuesday. Monday is my birthday, and the best birthday gift that I can get, in addition to everything all of y'all have done for me, is let me come back over here, because I think I have some pictures I want to share. So he will be back on Tuesday to finish up the insulation and the panels that we didn't get to, and we would have that done by now. So my birthday gift is my casita, but the best birthday I can get on my birthday, Monday, is for Jana to get her stitches out and for them to say she doesn't need surgery. That will be a good birthday for me. So this is me and my family. Let me see if I can get this moved over where y'all can see that better. That is me as a baby, going to be 67 years ago on Monday. Of course, that is my handsome father holding me, and there's my mother. This was taken in April of 1959. My sister, that is to the left of my mother, she currently has Alzheimer's, and I try to talk to her 3 to 5 times a week. The one with the dark curly hair, not in a ponytail, but the one in the back, that is my sister Wanda. One of my stories in The Journey Begins is dedicated to her, standing on the precipice. So if you read that book and you read Standing on the Precipice, my sister Wanda could play anything, anytime on the piano just by listening to it. And so that story is dedicated to her. We lost her several years ago. And the other young one there is Sandra, and that sister disowned me when I moved into a van. So it is what it is. And I want to share this picture of, let me take that off so you can see it. Like I said, my best birthday gift, however, will be if this beautiful soul, oh dear, let me move these around so you can see them better. There, that beautiful soul gets good news on Monday, on my birthday. We have to go very early, and that is the birthday photo that I wanted to share with y'all, that Jana is going to be just fine, and we're going to hold that and believe that. And Travel says it only hurts when you blink. I think she would probably go with that. and Jana's saying LOL about something. I don't know when she posted that, so I don't know what she's really laughing about. But Patty Coretta says, yes, fingers crossed for no surgery. Thank you, Robin, for the happy birthday. And Suzanne says, oh, cute baby. Thank you. And Rebel Blaze says, happy birthday, Deborah. So I just, my father died when I was 10 months old. That picture, let me go back to that picture. And how long have we been on? We've got a little bit of time. So on that picture that I was sharing for my birthday, I just lost it. Where is that picture? There it is. Yeah, April 1959. My father died 2 months later because that woman next to him, my mother, she actually killed him just 2 months after this picture was taken. And so I am looking at this birthday, and I'm looking at all the blessings I have in my life and all the wonderful people I have in my life and the family members that are still here with me and good to me and beautiful people in my life. And I look back at, I guess that's why I'm waxing nostalgic tonight, because it's 3 days before my birthday, and I'm going to be taking that beautiful soul, Jana, Frugal RV Cal, back to the hospital to get the final determination on her leg. And life is so fragile, and life is so short, and it boils down to seconds and inches. And I mean, we were doing so good that day on my casita and having fun. I think it was Calvin, the Travels with the Geezer, that said, you know, he's done a ton of insulation in his life, and he would never call any of it fun. But Jana and I were having fun, and everything was great until it wasn't. And so I've been thinking about my cousin Gloria Jean. I've been thinking about Miss Beverly. I've been thinking about you all that have loved ones and that aren't here anymore. And I've been thinking about my dad, because tomorrow would be his 99th birthday. And you know, if he was still with us. I mean, there's a lot of centurions, but I realize that he might not still be, no matter what. But he didn't make it till my 10th. He didn't make it to my first birthday. And life is just so short and so fragile. And this birthday just means so much more to me, I think, than any other birthday that I've ever had. And I am so blessed, because I wasn't even supposed to be here past 2016. And I'm building a life again. And I'm building a life with people, beautiful people around me that love me and support me and that grow with me and that forgive me when I'm a knucklehead, and that just make this life so beautiful, like each of you do, that keep showing up for me. And so I think that's why when I was putting all of this together today for you, I just kept thinking, why am I sharing all of this? And I think that's why. It's because this birthday is different for me this year. I, for a while, wasn't even sure I wanted another birthday. I was so tired and worn out and ready to give up. And now I'm coming up on Monday, and I get to be here and help Jana, and we both have little tiny homes and are building a life, and I couldn't have a better birthday. And you know, it's like some people are like, you're going to a hospital on your birthday. You know, yeah. And I'm grateful for it, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy for the people in my life. And I encourage you, if you're not able to say that, then you know, find different people, surround yourself with people that love you and support you, and learn who doesn't, and look through the fakes and figure it out, and build a sturdy life for yourself. And don't ever give up. I'll never quit saying that. I just keep on keeping on, no matter what, one day at a time. And I got tired enough that I thought I didn't want to. And I'm so glad that I'm still here, and I'm glad that you're here. Okay? So I think that's enough of that. And yes, we do, Susan. Thank you for recognizing that. And let's see. No surgery. That's right, Just Be. And oh, thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh, Sue, I tell you what, she has some of the best art. If I thought that I could get by with it, I'm not frugal. Don't freak out. Don't try to get out of bed and come running, because I know you can't. I'm not going to show your art. But if I thought I could get by with it, here is just a stack of some of her paintings that even the guy putting in the air conditioning unit, he's like, who painted all of those? Those are beautiful. Here's another short stack. And actually what I am using is her art desk that is right in front of a big picture window that's behind my screen that you guys can't see. And so we need to get her up and well, and because she's supposed, while I'm writing, she's supposed to be able to be in here doing the projects and everything that she wants to do. And so we'll get her in here, and we'll get all of that figured out. And Matilda's Tori says she loves that the two of us are tiny home neighbors. We love it too. Thank you so much. And thank you for that, Suzanne. I sure have tried, and I haven't done it pretty, and I almost gave up for a while, but I sure have tried. And let's see, what else? Cardis, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Coffee for you and Jana. Thank you. We'll actually probably go do that in the morning. Monday morning, and when we take her in. That was one thing. She was so thirsty. I was trying to think that they're not going to do the surgery that day, so yeah, she can have coffee. Because what made my brain, when we went to the ER, she was thirsty and she wanted her Diet Coke, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. They might have to do surgery or something. And sure enough, the ER nurse is like, no, you can't have anything. But we can Monday when we go in, Cardis. We will get some coffee, and we will think of you and Boondocking with Dennis and Linda LZR Freedom. You too. Thank you. We will do that. And so in closing, I just want to say that I'm going to have a great birthday again because of the blessings and the people that are in my life and my family and friends. And if you want to help me with my birthday, another way that you can do it, please make sure that you are subscribed. Please make sure you buy my books and leave a written review. You can get my books at debradickinson.com. You can go to my Amazon author page, and I have no idea why these are spaced the way they are. Look at this software. It is like it's got its own mind sometimes. It's cracking me up. And like I said, leave a written review, and go use my Amazon affiliate account if you're willing. And but you can become a Coco Fan patron, and you can join YouTube as a channel member. And so, that's supposed to be over here. That's what that's supposed to be, like that. See how I can manipulate this software? It's kind of fun once you get used to it. But those are the ways that you can help me and with my birthday. And it just being here is also really wonderful and good enough for me. And so let me take these off the screen, and I'll check comments one last time before we hang up. And I know we don't hang up, but I don't know what else to call it. So we can have cake at the hospital. They might let you now because they won't be doing the surgery that day, but they're going to tell you don't even have to have surgery. I just know it, Frugal. I'll have some cake to go with the coffee. You got it, Suzanne, you're so awesome. Thank you. Y'all made our day, and I will make sure that this money is spent on Frugal. And thank y'all for wishing her well. Like I said, I don't know if I can ever really forgive myself for her being so injured and taking away so much of her summer and her plans and her getting her tiny home set up and everything because she was helping me and because I made a very bad mistake. So, but thank y'all, and thank you for the support and for always being here. And thanks everybody. I just really appreciate you more than I can say. And we'll see you on the next live stream, and I'll see you down the road. Keep on keeping on.